What's going on, beautiful people? I don't know why he's laughing already.
I was like, I wonder if he's gonna read "You beautiful people" in the chat. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna read that first line.
What first line?
What's good, beautiful people? I was like, is he gonna read the first line that's in the chat?
That's me. I wrote that.
I know. I'm literally just trying to throw you off from the beginning. That was the point.
Oh, okay. Well, I am completely thrown off. What's going on, everybody? My name is Gonzo, and welcome to a Creator Chat, the series where I bring in other content creators from the Pokemon community, and we talk about the community, card party, because that's definitely what we're going to talk about today after Monday's news, and life in general. Welcome, my guest today, Chris Pie TCG. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, my name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
So you texted me a little bit ago saying you're going to be 5 minutes late.
Yep, and he's in the chat. The reason why.
I was oh, don't worry, I'll throw him under the bus. So why is Bert the reason you're late?
So I went to a store to do a trade with some Lorcana stuff because they run events on Wednesdays, and a friend of mine was going. I wanted to do a trade for. I'm trying to collect enchanted cards, and they had 151 already. And Vert was like, "Hey, if they have 151 already,
how many people have it already?"
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird for a store to sell it. It's a smaller shop, so
yeah.
I mean, I get it. So I think he got like 4 bundles and a couple ETBs. My stuff comes in tomorrow, so I was like, I don't need anything extra. My stuff comes in for stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be
got
fun.
The pre-orders. I don't know when the pre-orders are supposed to be coming out from the Pokemon Center because normally I get an email saying, "Oh, it's shipped."
I did today.
I didn't get it yet. Normally it says like it's shipped, and then the post office will hold it, and then they'll send it to me. So I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, it says Friday.
It
says Friday on mine.
I'm gonna start throwing hands. Someone's gonna learn how to play catch. Not those ones, these ones. Because I don't want to drive to Florida just to chop off your hands to throw them at somebody.
I don't live in Florida.
I mean, Georgia, because we're going to Florida, motherfuckers. If you guys do not know, the big news as of Monday, Card Party Generation 2 is going to Orlando, Florida. So we already know I already know you buy your ticket. We've talked about this multiple times. Did you buy the early bird prices?
No. So no. Sorry. So
for the actual ticket.
So I haven't done anything yet because I have to wait for something to clear. So I'll still take. I'm still gonna get it, obviously, but we haven't bought hotel yet because we don't know if we're gonna stay in an Airbnb or not. So
yeah, I gotcha.
If it's right there, then it'd be fine. But I plan on going a couple days before and doing like Universal or Disney or something. So I don't want to have to switch where I'm staying.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'd love to stay at the hotel. It's just gonna depend on the rates because last time was expensive.
Well, it's gonna be just as expensive.
And I'm
not more.
I'm a broke dude. Can't do it.
I'm a broke bitch. Yeah, so I got the news on Discord on Tuesday morning when I woke up because my wife and I we'll book the rooms later. And we wake up in Pat's Discord for members. Someone was like, "Oh yeah, all the rooms are already booked, almost booked." And so I was like, "No way!" I go online and all of the rooms with the 2 queen beds are gone. They're gone. So I was like, well, fuck. So I called them. Like, I actually called the hotel. I'm like, hey, what do I need to do? Because I have 2 kids and a wife. They're like, we got to pull out. Take it. I'll take the king bed and the pull out.
What was the rate?
It was the same rate. But
what is it?
So it's $189 a night for the events rate. But after the event, it's over $400 a night.
Trying to think of what I think of mine. I think my room for the 3 nights last time cost me like $7. I stayed Thursday, Friday. No, total. Thursday, Friday, Saturday all together cost me $7 and change.
Yeah,
so it's slightly less. So it's a little less.
Yeah.
But once you pay the resort fees, I guess it depends. But
yeah, I think they said, well, obviously we only paid like the $215 because it's the 1 night deposit plus the taxes.
Yeah,
I think overall they said it was going to be like $900 total, which isn't bad.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be one of those things where I think a lot of people are underestimating the value also of staying at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely makes things a lot easier.
Oh, I know that by
regardless of the
regardless of
I mean, regardless of the price, it's going to make it. the money that you spend extra, because realistically, like, I mean, if you're going to get an Airbnb, right, unless you're staying at a big one with a bunch of people and you can really divvy up that money, you're still going to realistically spend $150 a night in Orlando during the summertime. Peak season is like you're going to spend that money anyway. So you're better off staying at the hotel around everybody. So also, if you forget something in your room, you don't need to drive 10 minutes down the road to forget something and then come back.
That's especially for like the people who are bringing kids, like since I'm bringing my son and my wife, just like last year, if he gets cranky and he wants to go leave, cool, we'll just go up to the room with your mom. Not okay, we'll drive to wherever you need to go to, then come back, because he's 7 years old, so he's up and down the whole damn time.
It's tough for when you got kids too. Like I would assume, like, you know, especially for the people that have young kids, like kids, even if they're like in stroller, because I know some families are going to bring like their little ones if they have one that's like 5 or 6 that's really into Pokemon or trading card games. And, you know, I'm assuming this next year, he's probably, and this is, I know it's funny because I'm addicted to this game now, but I have a feeling by the time Card Party rolls around that there's going to be a significant thing possibly for like Lorcana at this event too. And with vendors as well.
Yeah, I really... Even at Gen 1, they had, what was it, Otherverse and Cryptic TCG. I think those were the only 2 other TCGs that were there.
I'm just talking about in general. So, like, you know how we had a Pokemon event, like tournament?
I
bet you money that there will be a Lorcana tournament if the game still stays anywhere near as hype. Also, just because I know Pat is addicted.
Yeah, he's on his way to a tournament right now.
Yeah, I know. I talked to him. I was like, what deck are you running? And he was like, Amber Steel. I was like, you better win. I want to know.
Yeah.
So
he's big. He's really big on it. He every once in a while he'll pop into the chat, lurk for a little bit. But tonight I don't think he's going to. He's going to be busy.
Well, I hope he wins. I hope he plays well. I don't know. I don't remember if he said his kids were playing too. But for those of you that haven't yet, I know product is tight. But if you guys can find any of the product, it's definitely might not be like, you know, it's not going to take over Pokemon for any of us, but it's definitely it's the best secondary game that I've played. Like coming from a Magic background to start our channel. This game it plays better. It's not as intricate. It's easy to learn, but also has like high skill strategy level. So it's really
good. I really want to get into it, but in my area of San Diego, the scalpers are still so high.
Oh, they are here. And I felt bad when I went to Charlotte. I'm not going to lie. I stopped at 13 targets on my way to Charlotte from Atlanta. I stopped at 13. I was like, ping, 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 ping. I plotted out this whole trip. Didn't get anything at any of them. Got to the second to last one, and the lady looked at me and she goes, "Hey, what do you want?" And I was like, "I'm looking for a Lorcana." And she goes, "Well, I have this and this." She goes, "Do you want to take all of it? This way I don't have to redo the shelf." So I just took all of these. These were the troves. So these are like an elite trainer box.
Yeah.
For these things. But I left the gift sets and the theme decks. Because I feel like those are for like entry level people. I bought the gift sets the first time because I just needed some for video. But the gifts, I'm giving away 3 of them. So I'm giving away 3 of these on one of the videos we posted.
Dibs.
So if you guys want a chance to win one, you guys go leave a comment.
He only has 2 left because I called dibs. That's how it works, guys. Let's get into the chat a little bit. I saw a lot of questions going on. We have we have you in the chat. We have Rock Sandy, Bay Showcase, RJ Clark, Ichiban Dan, Rock Sandy, Son of a Merc. Who else did I saw Ghastly. I saw R&D Pokemoners. Who else did I see? Was it just those lovely people? Shiny Vert, of course. We saw him. Lorcana in stock right now through LA County, Walmarts, and Target. Saw some today. Well, I'm not going to LA anytime soon again.
Yeah, and the thing is like it'll literally be in stock for a second and it's gone. And it's funny because the mentality behind anybody that goes like, and it's funny because I had this mentality the first time I picked up product. Right, I went to a store.
Sorry, I just read Rock's comment. All right, let me ask my mom or dad if a stranger they never met before will be sleeping with me.
Nice.
I'm assuming someone asked if they're willing to bunk with him for a card party. He's 16, guys. Calm down.
Gosh.
He will be sleeping with mommy and daddy in a hotel room.
Oh my goodness.
God. I found out that the hard way too, because he was in one of the chats and I just started going off like I do. I'm like, and someone's like, he's 16. I'm like, nope. Okay, time to turn everything off.
Yeah.
A live stream creator Airbnb will get wild. I think it would be a little too much.
Yeah, I think it'll there's just too much going on to like even worry about doing anything at an Airbnb. Like Sean and those guys stayed in Airbnb by themselves because that was like their escape. But they didn't film anything. I don't even think at their Airbnb. No. They didn't do anything there. They literally relaxed and partied. Obviously, that's why Ryan lost his voice.
Yeah, I think that's what Vault said. He's like, all they did was drink.
Like, yeah, it was like
I'm surprised I woke up the next day.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it though. I mean, it's not easy to do like the convention stuff, and I think that's why like Ryan and those guys would never do like a Collecticon because it'd be miserable. It would be miserable for them. Like we went to Collecticon Charlotte this last week and it was a blast, but I could see how like big creators like CTR or even Pat, like anybody like that, like I could see how it could just be so overwhelming.
Yeah, Pat and Vault went to Collecticon for Long Beach, but not as like featured creators kind of thing. And even then, I talked to Pat for like 10, 15 minutes total throughout the day. You can tell you can see in his eyes, like, Card Party's got this shit beat. But like, I even argued with somebody at Collecticon. They're like, for a Pokemon event, like, I was like, this is not a fucking Pokemon event. You guys cool your shit. It's a buyer's event. There's autograph signees, signers. There's dozens of other card TCGs. A lot of the vendors are Pokemon. It doesn't make it a Pokemon event.
Are you talking about Collecticon?
Yeah.
So this last time, it was almost all Pokemon, bro. Like I brought stuff
at Charlotte.
There was voice actors from other shows, but every voice actor played at least one voice of a Pokemon character.
Yeah. No, it was the same thing in Long Beach, but at the end of the day, like, they're still two totally different events.
Oh yeah, it's completely different. Like absolutely. It's still Pokemon. It's still Pokemon themed, but there's a difference between a meet and greet with creators and like being more involved. That is just legitimately like an oversized outdoor flea market with a couple of.
Absolutely. I think that's probably the most accurate statement. Gasly said the same thing. It's just a giant flea market, swap meet. There's a lot of trading, buying. It's mostly buying going on over there. There was very little trading or selling going on at Long Beach. Long Beach was shit. It was so like I bought the VIP pass. I got everything. I went. I don't see myself going back to another Collecticon. Not unless it's with like to meet up with other content creators again.
I mean, so all right. So I accomplished literally everything I wanted to that trip. So did I tell you what happened? All right. So this is a disclaimer for anybody that's thinking about getting into buying, rip and shipping, or anything. Don't always think that the people that promise you product are going to give it to you.
Well, that should be known at that point, right? I don't think that's a secret.
Right, but this was like I was trading, so I had like a $4,500 collection of Magic the Gathering, like higher end cards, not high end, but higher end.
Right.
And this guy promised me X amount of Pokemon 151 product, and the store is Magnolia Games down in Troy, Alabama. And they were the ones that kind of gave me like they were delayed on my Crown Zenith order, and this time, after me and the owner had talked in chat about stuff to get it figured out, he's like, well, we're in Vegas at this Flesh and Blood thing. 2 weeks, so a week and a half ago, roughly, calls me and said, hey, we can't do the deal. And then him and his assistant both blocked me on social media and blocked my phone number. Didn't even come back with a counter offer, nothing. So 85% of all of the Pokemon 151 product I was supposed to get.
Yeah.
Bye. And
you didn't lose any money on it though, did you?
No, because I still have the Magic cards. I didn't send them to him yet.
Okay.
But I got lucky because Hydro Pump Gaming was at Collecticon, and he actually looked at it and he goes, I'll do that deal. So he took it and he literally wrote me an invoice for the same product. He gave me a first edition fossil pack on top of it.
Nice. Hell yeah. So it sounds like you came up at the end of it.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't believe it. That was something that I didn't think was gonna happen.
Magnolia Games? Magnolia
Games was the one that backed out on me.
Hey, Magnolia Games, if you're watching this, fuck you.
And it sucks.
Like, that's the shittiest thing that I hear all the time from like my friends who are like you, ripping shippers, buyers, sellers. Like they're like, yeah, we're working out a deal. Blocked. Like, just say, hey, something came up. We can't work the deal. Why block? Why be so professional that that's what you have to do.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird. But now I will say this. So Magnolia Games has multiple locations, and a friend of mine that does, like, he's actually one of the best breakers for Magic. Very entertaining, very knowledgeable. His name is Matt Ellis. He runs the other store in Alabama. It's Northern Alabama. I think it's Birmingham, maybe.
Okay.
But his store, the other guy still owns it, but he manages and runs that store. It's just, obviously it was that guy. It wasn't the store as a whole, not everyone. But it was just unfortunate. I mean, it worked out. It worked out in the end, but man, I was freaking out because obviously I don't get really anything from distribution. So it's like I was gonna, like, tomorrow for our stream, I'm getting 20 Elite Trainer boxes and like 10 bundles and a couple other things. So
I wonder if you're having the same. Are you having the same problem that a lot of the like smaller guys out here?
Oh yeah.
Like they have their business license, they have the seller's permit, buyer's. They have everything they need, but distributors like, nah, your numbers are still too low that we won't work with you. Is that what you're having?
So you have to. And I got lucky. Like, I fell into my distributor thing because I made friends with somebody that the same store owner screwed over, that worked for him as a partner. So he left and went back with Peach State Hobby Distribution. It's like, hey, I can set you up an online account if he messes you up. So I was like, okay, fine. So he sets me up, and now we can't only get Pokemon. You can't get brick and mortar stuff like Lorcana and Magic and things like that. But definitely you start with a small allocation. So like my first thing that I did was Scarlet and Violet 1. I got 1 case, so 6 booster boxes. Yeah. And I think 10 Elite Trainer boxes. That's all I was allocated. But
that's the good still thing is, a good start.
But what's funny, this is what's really weird about this. So right now, from my distributor, right? Yeah. I'm going to be able to get, I'll probably get my 7 cases or whatever I'm ordering. But you or anybody else can go to Safari Zone Gaming, buy 4 cases worth of Paradox Rift, and pay less than what I pay for my distributor. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense right now.
Safari Zone is one of the most reliable websites for the community.
They're Pokemon Direct. So they don't get any of their product from a distributor. They get it directly from Pokemon. That's why you get the absolute lowest price with them, because any online store, LGS, they all go through a distributor. So you have the markup from the distro and then their markup on top of it. Yeah. They just get one-time bump up. That's it.
Yeah. Safari Zone's one of those places, like, if you're not on it when it launches, you're done.
Oh, yeah, it'll go. Yeah, it goes quick. The thing with Paradox Rift is still up, I think, that deal. Like, so if you guys go check it out, I think it might still be up.
Let's find out.
That's a better deal than anybody will ever give you. You have to buy 4 cases worth, but still, $90 a box.
Not 4 cases.
But still, $90 a box is insane for a brand new set, man. That's the fire sale.
Yeah.
Professor Metri in the house. What's up?
Metri? Let's see. Where are you, Pokemon?
I tried to share this thing on Instagram, but I'm so bad. I don't know how to take.
Yeah, they still have it. Oh, no, that's Lost Origins. Yeah, it looks like it's gone.
Oh, yeah, so they probably were like, dude, people like that. Like, even the people like that have distros were probably like, yeah, we'll take however many you'll give us.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have, I saw Metri. Who else did I see that we haven't said hello to yet? Bay Showcase. I saw E-Man. What's going on, guys? Chat just seems like they're having a good time talking to themselves, which is that's awesome. But if you guys have any questions, let's start some Q&A side.
Ichiban dances, you're stinky, apparently. Oh my god.
Who, me?
No, he's probably talking about Rock Sandy. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Rock in the chat.
Well, because in Brock's defense, he's a 16-year-old boy. Do you guys remember how good you smelled?
I mean, I smelled good.
You think so?
I was a fat nerd. I couldn't afford to smell bad. I had all the other
You played
things
Magic the Gathering. I know how
at lunch. At lunch.
I know how bad you smelled.
Well, you know what's funny? So like I forgot who I was talking to about this the other day. We were talking about like where I stopped playing Pokemon when I was a kid. So it's so funny that I stopped playing Magic around the same time too, but I like got bullied hardcore out of playing Pokemon. Yeah. And I stopped right before Gym Challenge, which is why the box that I picked up was just like the best thing that could have happened, because that's where I stopped. And I never picked it back up.
8 cans of Axe body spray.
God. Yeah. Yes.
I remember when I was a kid and when I was running late from gym or something, I got in trouble for saying this in school because I was spraying myself with the body spray, and a teacher stopped me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "A Mexican shower," and I just kept spraying it. And she was like, "What'd you say?" I was like, "Oh, I feel like I said something I should not have."
No,
But I still say
Mr.
it.
Batman, no hero. No.
Superman, no home.
Oh, no,
Reached out to a friend. Think we may stay at a condo about 20 to 30 minutes away from Orlando. That's not a bad gig. 20 to 30 minutes I can tolerate, but like 45 minutes or more, it's not for me.
Even 20 to 30 minutes, man. If you forget something,
yeah,
make a checklist. If you're going to stay more than 10 minutes away, make a checklist.
I'm super pissed. Like, it's not that I'm paranoid about doing anything. It's just I get anxious sometimes. So even at Card Party 1, I wait. Like, I'm not waking up on purpose at 7 a.m., but I'm waking up at like 7, 6, whatever. I'll go downstairs. I got some coffee, got some breakfast for me and the family. Went back upstairs, and I was down at the lobby just hanging out at like 8 in the morning. Like, I was like, well, I know there's stuff to do. Nothing's open yet for the Card Party side, but I know people are going to start walking around. But I just can't sit in the room and do nothing. Yeah. Especially when I'm like, I feel like I'm on vacation.
I stayed up too late. I never woke up. Or I think the only day I woke up early was for that breakfast.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake.
Oh, fuck. Speaking of staying up too late, I have your card that we traded in my to grade pile. I forgot to pull it out so I could show that I still have it. And I'm just, fuck. But
I still have the Chen Pal. It's still in my collection.
I pulled another one. I have 2 of them. Well,
I know. You told me you pulled the one. You literally pulled another one while we were there.
When I got home.
No, you pulled it while we were there. Didn't you?
Was it when I was there?
Yeah, it was the next night. It was
next
night while we were there.
Yeah,
because I even made a comment about. I was like, "See, it was
karma.
trade karma.
Trade karma.
Like it was like $1. I think like you gave me like an extra like $2 in value on my saying like, yeah, I don't care.
I don't. Yeah, that's what it was. Or one of us was like, that's not even trade, and we're both. One of us. It happened a lot that weekend. People like, just take it. We're like, well, no, because it's value. Let's just fucking take it. Like twisting arms and shit.
That's like what I did to Gasly and them this weekend. I was like, when they booked the Airbnb and everything for us to stay at. Yeah. So I found some of the theme decks and I was like, here you go. for Lorcana. I was like, here you guys go. Learn how to play.
Learn how to play. Yeah. I woke up Shinyverse says I woke up 4 minutes before the world record. I didn't even know I could move that fast.
We need a record. We need a recording. I think 4 minutes is a little over exaggerated.
Yeah. Gassy says Kenny said he had a great time with you, Gonzo, in the hotel lobby because Kenny has a nice butt. Kenny's Gassy's husband. I almost said wife.
I know. Husband. I was with them.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about like people who don't know because I know you know who he is. You met him this past weekend.
Yeah. Him and the kids were there.
Did you shake Wyatt's hand?
Huh?
Did you shake Wyatt's hand?
He gave me a lot of high fives.
Did you have hand sanitizer?
Why do you say that?
So Gassy's probably laughing her ass off right now. So when we all went out to dinner, it was me, her family, Dream at Collectibles, and one of his friends. My family was at the hotel. My son wasn't feeling that hot. We were eating, and her son was eating the chicken strips, dunking it in a ranch like kids do. He decided the chicken strips were no good anymore. But his hand, on the other hand, was delicious. Oh. Dunked it whole.
Jesus.
Yeah, so like when we were leaving, like I took note of it. And Kenny was sitting next to me. He was like, all right, that's his right hand. And he was like, yep, that's his right hand. So when we were leaving and going back to our hotel rooms for the night, I was like, all right, bud, put out for a high five, shake his hand. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, that one. We're good.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It was so funny. So we went to a Brazilian steakhouse. So Sergio's like, oh, we're going to go to a steakhouse. And we're still just like, I'm like sweating from like walking around the convention.
Yeah, but a Brazilian steakhouse, you're good.
Oh, God. But it was still a little, it was very nice. But
on the fancier side?
I literally I had the meat sweats for like an entire day. Bro, the food was so good. But we were all there and it was so funny. Every time I turned around, Wyatt kept eating and eating. Every time I turned around, I see him further in the chair. And it's like I slowly started to see less and less of him. And eventually I just saw his head. Like he was slinking in the chair. And then finally it looked like he was just like night, like food coma.
The meat sweats hit him hard.
Oh, it was hysterical.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun trip. hanging out with Green Tea and everybody. Surge.
Oh, Green Tea
whole
was
crew
there.
Yeah, Green Tea was
Yeah,
there. It was fun.
jealous.
Dude, it was so cool to get to hang out with them. We left that that trade night thing right before that crap happened with Rattle. We left right
Oh
before.
yeah,
Oh, I just missed it. I would have wanted to be a fly on the wall to witness that.
I saw that and I was like, the first thing out of my mouth when I saw that was like, Rattle has a lot more patience than I do. Because as soon as that dude told like raise his voice to tell me to shut up, it would have been, I either would have walked away. I'm like, all right, cool. You don't want to have an adult conversation? I'm out. Or we would have been fighting.
Yeah.
I have very little patience for other adults talking to me that way, especially because I'm not in law enforcement anymore. So if you want to throw hands, we're just going to throw hands. Like I'm out. My patience is not there anymore, especially for idiots.
It's funny because like whenever I was looking at like the interactions between a lot of people at the convention, even some of the vendors, like certain people, I literally heard a vendor go, "Nah, man, sorry, you're just friggin' annoying me now. I need you to go away." Like some guy was really like pushing an order, like a trade kind of deal, and he's like, "But it's only worth this much and worth this, and this," and this guy was trying to get like a $10,000 card.
Yeah,
and he's trying to like from the 2 seconds that I listened, he was undervaluing the card and comps from the guy, and then he was overvaluing his stuff. And the guy had been taking stuff out of the case and messing around, and you could tell like immediately, it was like that level of like being annoyed.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that at Long Beach, but not enough. I'm like, I'm gonna put my 2 cents into it. Yeah, because that's what like Collecticon it's a buyers and sellers giant flea market. Like everyone's there to make a deal, to do whatever they can.
And that's every convention.
Yes and no, because even Card Party, maybe it's because most of the people there were local, they were willing to make a deal.
Yeah, but it was more of so I'll say this, okay? Card Party is different. It's its own animal because it's not a quote unquote card convention. It's Card Party, yes, but it's not. There's vendors and there's everything there, but I know that Pat probably set a precedent and like talked to these like vendors and was like, look, you guys aren't gonna, be up front, be social, and be understanding of everybody. Because I'm sure that also they probably knew that at these events you got a lot of people that are probably on the spectrum too.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, so we met a handful of them.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's like, the young man that was walking around. Remember, he had the cart of all the stuff at the end.
Yeah, I think you were the one that told him like, I don't want that pack. It's searchable, and it broke his heart.
Yeah. So no. I told it. No, I advised him he was going to do a trade, and he was going to get all of that Pokemon Go stuff because he was getting a ton of it. I was like, you're not going to be able to trade that up. Nobody's going to want it. Don't do it. That was the cart that he was walking around with.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for him because I think his parents even said that he can't take it all home. He's got to get rid of it or something crazy like that. So he either had to break it all down and take the packs in a bag or figure out a way to get rid of it. But
no, okay. There was someone, it was that same kid, but he had it was a pop series, maybe. It was one of those special edition packs where it was like 4 or 5, but it was like you put a flashlight up to it, you can see exactly what's in it.
Oh,
Dragon series, maybe?
Maybe, but then you also have these. I don't know. I think these were the same. The Japanese 25th anniversary ones.
No. It was English for sure.
Well, I know that like people were saying you can do that with these, which is funny because I only opened. So I had 4. I only opened 1, and I opened the Charizard. So I literally just put them away because I was just like, there's no reason to even open any more.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I have a Fire Red Leaf Green booster pack that I found at one of my local card shops. I already have the Charizard, so I have no need to open it. So it's like, I have the biggest hit from that set, so I have no urge.
Yeah, but the convention was definitely much different than a Collecticon. Like the attitude of the vendors, number one, a lot of the vendors had like games, like they were prepared to do giveaways for games to get people to their booths. You don't see a whole ton of that at Collecticon. You'll see them do like the whatnot Gabby Graham, that grabby, like grab you in kind of thing. You can win something that's worth $500, but your odds of winning it are like a quarter of like 1/10%.
Yeah, that was all over the place. Like people were it kind of seemed like Long Beach was the test subject for Whatnot for their streamers, because a lot of the Whatnot streamers were there as vendors, and they were trying to play games with the people, but games that they could play on Whatnot to not get in trouble for their new gaming platform system thing they have going on.
that's why I got off of Whatnot after EV Heroes. So I did Whatnot through Chilling Reign, Battle Styles, and around EV Heroes. And then as soon as EV Heroes came out, I stopped because all of these people were doing these like, oh, you can spin this wheel and win this. And like they were doing like advertising $1,000 in giveaways. And I was just like, I'm going to work on YouTube. And I don't want to have to worry about that stuff.
I was on Drip for a long time as a buyer, pretty much from the inception of it. And it was nice in the beginning because people who were just trying to get on the app make the best deals. It was awesome. Kitty,
she takes like the whole screen. She's so fat. I love you.
She's so big.
She's like 20 pounds. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, I was on Drip when it was literally just Pokemon and sports cards. Like that's how long ago I was on Drip. And then I got off when they started introducing Funko and comics and shoes. I'm like, it's getting way too Whatnaughty up in here. So I left. But to go into the Q&A side of the chat, we have from Shiny Vert. Will y'all play basketball if they do a tournament at Card Party 2? Also, why is Vert so sexy? Shake my head. It's out of hand. So it was a two-parter. I might play basketball depending on who's on my team, because I feel like a lot of people are not as athletic as we think they are. So yeah, I'd still play. And as far as why Shiny Vert's sexy, he eats bananas. Plain and simple.
Man can't even grow a proper mustache. Get out of here.
This is true. He got really upset when he found out this is only like a week and a half.
I don't even want to tell him what this is.
Since we're like what, 12?
No.
When everything started to migrate.
Since 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just saw a question for
Backfired.
I just saw a question for E-Man Collects real quick. So he asked me if I would open up a physical store if I could, or I just want to keep it as Rip and Chip. So right now, maybe in the future, but right now I don't want to open a store just because the overhead is too much, and you can't give back to your community as much with a store. Like legitimately, like you can't give away anything. You need every bit of inventory, and then like real estate and cost for like electricity and everything. And I'm a polar bear, so my place will be cold all the time. If I ever have a store, you better bring a sweater. But I don't know. Like I feel like I can give back so much more doing it the way I do it versus having overhead. Now, I do enjoy the fact that I can run a bunch of events for a lot of different TCGs because I am a judge for I'm a judge for Magic, and I'm also a professor for Pokemon as well. And I can help facilitate events like that. That would be a lot of fun.
You should talk to Matt about that for Card Party.
I might. I actually wouldn't. I would be cool doing that, or potentially doing if there is Lorcana too. I could actually help with that. But I personally would rather play. Like if I'm going to take the time, I'd rather play it. But if that's something they need me to volunteer to do, I'll 100% do it. So, I'm
a Pokemon professor too, but not for the TCG. I'm for the VGC.
For the VG. So that's something I've never had experience with. So I've played Scarlet and Violet. I don't think I played one PvP. Like I never played one match of player versus player. So
we can do it right now on stream.
Huh?
We can do it right now on stream.
What?
So if we use a website called Pokemon Showdown, I'll show you.
Please don't clip that.
Dude, clip what? What the fuck did I miss?
I made a face.
I think I saw. I know what face you're talking about.
I made a funny face in Dean's video. I don't know if anybody caught it. I made it randomly into one of the scenes. I was right behind Leonhardt when he pulled that legend, and I definitely made the O face.
So if we use this website, Pokemon Showdown, we can do random battles. They make the team for you, but then you can also find a random opponent, team battles, watch battle, find a user. So I would just put in my username or yours, and we can battle each other right here. And it's a team they make for you. You don't have no setup, no nothing.
Interesting.
It's fun. I use this a lot for my team building when I'm practicing for my VGC. But I haven't played VGC in so long because I started picking up the TCG side so much that like I'm very mediocre. I was already mediocre as it is, but now I'm like, let's let's not do this.
The video game's tough. And then someone, so actually, it's funny you brought that up.
I
Somebody
love the
mentioned
Terra stuff.
I like it too.
Hate
I
it.
like it too. I just wish that they would do better job designing the cards because they look like terrible the way they're designing the cards, and it stinks because they look so good in the game. Like,
Yes.
like the Garchomp that is coming out in this next set is an absolute like tragic artwork. Like I was they could have did so much better.
I like the Gimme Ghoul and
the Golden Go. Did you see the stuff they spoiled today?
No.
Bro,
I saw the Weather Girl.
The Tapu Koko.
Oh yeah. I saw was it your TikTok or a reel?
I think I might have did a reel. I think I did both. I think I did reel and
I just made a TikTok the other day because Pat told me I should. So, but I still have nothing to go for.
It looks so good. And then the two gold cards are Reversal Energy, which is super playable, very, very strong.
Yeah.
And then also, I didn't realize until right before I made the video that Gold Stadium is Beach Court, and Beach Court is like
Beach Court. I love Beach Court.
Beach Court's so good.
I run it in my deck right now.
Me too. I play Maridon, and I'm also getting.
Too.
So we get Iron Hands. Iron Hands is going to be like legit.
Yeah, because I run Raichu and Raikou in my deck, and of course Regieleki. But those are going to be banned in what?
I don't play the Regieleki version. I
should
Flaffy.
take it out.
I
have Flaffy in mine.
I just play the
Regieleki.
I play Raichu. I don't play Regieleki though.
I have Raichu, Regieleki, and the Regieleki VMAX. So if I do get it on the bench, I get that extra 30 damage.
You don't need it with Raichu though.
Sometimes, just because of since the EX cards are back, EX cards fucking mollywop V cards.
Yeah, but the problem is the math isn't really there to warrant it anymore. Because like that extra 30 damage, if you have two of them, the extra 60 is good because it's one less energy with Raichu. But your math is usually only off by 10. Mm-hmm. So your math off by 10 or 20, the extra 30 doesn't help you. So like against Giratina, you still have to discard an entire another energy, which is the toughest thing for you to kill.
Yeah.
But it's it's fun. I'm glad somebody else plays the deck too.
And it sucks because I love Raichu and I always try to put in my deck. You cannot use Paldea Evolved Raichu to save your life. There's no way to make that thing playable.
No, that's right. The sleepy one. I forgot that was even in there. What do you think about 151? Like as a whole, like not like the design wise, but what do you think like what'll be played?
I honestly don't know because I stay away from the spoilers because I'm one of those people that like to make the deck during pre-release weekends to check them all out. Mm-hmm. And I really shouldn't do that because I am trying to get like points and all that shit for Worlds. But I think Blastoise is going to see some play. And of course, the trainers are always going to see play. Trainers, supporters, always going to see play. As far as Pokemon goes, it's probably going to be hard to see what people will come up with.
I think Gloom and Vileplume are going to be good. Gloom is like look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any grass type energy, and then Vileplume it's when you evolve. So when you evolve from Oddish to Gloom, its ability is look at the top 3, put any energy onto your Pokemon. I think it might just be the bench, but then Vileplume is like the top 7, and you do the same thing, and I think it's up to 2 energy, but still, it's insane.
I'm trying to find the card list in English, but it's all in Japanese still.
And Charizard came down a big time in the meta. Like a lot of people are playing Lugia again now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as bad because you're not fighting down a ton of weakness. Now, obviously, the dark type Charizard you're not weak to, but they obviously play other fire types in there. It's funny because I don't think it was J-Love that I watched like him doing deck analysis on something, but
I have no idea what they're talking about right now. We're talking about the cards still, just playing them this time instead of putting them in penny sleeves and top loaders.
Oh, mine go in 3 different sleeves.
Really?
Before I play the game.
Before you play, no, I'm a 1 sleeve guy.
It's because mine are all stupid golds and SARs.
So I was at a tournament recently, and this guy was like, "I'm going to play raw," and I was like, "The fuck? What? Okay, fuck. Oh, they're not my cards. I don't give a damn." But the professor there was like, "Nah, you're sleeving your cards because we don't know."
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He's like, you have to sleeve the cards because if you nick corners or if you figure out the patterns of the whitening on the back, like you're cheating. He's like, I can do the same thing for this, and he's like, yeah, you can, but at least now they look pretty. But he's still fucking like gambling card shuffle. The
Yeah,
cards.
like bridge shuffle.
Yeah, there you go. Bridge shuffling is, hey, they're your
Yeah.
cards at the end of the day. I don't give a damn. Ichiban Dan says from the Q&A side, what are you looking to accomplish at Card Party aside from fun? Are you going as a creator, a vendor, or both? I'm going as a creator.
I'll probably never go. I don't think I'd ever consider myself a vendor. I'd probably bring a bunch of stuff to trade and stuff, like for personal, like try to figure out.
Like last time.
If I don't have it by that time, I'd like to obtain a Gold Star Mewtwo. I almost had a chance to do it this weekend, but I couldn't make it happen. The guy wouldn't budge. I had a bunch of Weiss. I don't know if any of you collect Weiss in the chat, but I have some higher end.
So essentially what he just admitted, guys, is he watches hentai.
Hey, no. Sword Art Online, no. You crazy.
So what?
Sword Art Online is not anything like that.
No, it's not. Yeah, well, I hope not, because most of those characters are 16.
I don't even know the age.
Yeah.
But the it's funny. I don't think I can bring my camera that far that way, but like if you can see.
You showed us that last time. The Kirito swords.
Yeah, so but right now I'm gonna start sending stuff to Beckett like one by one because the cards to grade are like 140 a piece. So I'm like, ugh.
Why are you? Oh, you're trying to get them back faster.
Well, not just that. So if they black label, like they're like 5 digits. So so I'm just like, I want to spend the express because if for any reason that makes the difference, in terms of like maybe them making a half of a grade difference, like even a BGS 10 and not a 9.5 on a lot of stuff makes a big
difference. Yeah, I have 10 cards from BGS. Only 2 are 10s. No black labels yet. I prefer BGS over PSA, but PSA is just more user friendly.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I just got back a big submission. I filmed the video. I'm probably gonna edit it and put it out. It was a reveal for a bunch of stuff I submitted like 2 months ago.
From PSA or Beckett?
PSA.
Oh, okay.
Beckett, I only send in like 1 or 2 at a time because it's too expensive to send a bunch in. So, but yeah, we got a lot of good grades back, and then I got a couple of really confusing grades. Do you remember the Japanese?
That happens a lot.
I sent. You were in the chat with me one night. I think it was during the podcast. Remember the Japanese CD promos that I showed you?
Yeah.
Like So, are they down here? I don't think they are. I think I brought them to the ball too.
What's going on, Hokage Terry?
But the Blastoise and Dinosaur both got 9s. I couldn't believe it. I thought they were gonna get like 7s.
So I just got a small return back the other day. I got 3 10s of the Chinese Scarlet Violet Pikachu.
Is that the one with the right? That's the one with a Pokemon back, not the Japanese back, right?
Yeah, because it's Chinese. Yeah,
the one from Taiwan also has it.
Yeah, I think Japan. I think Japan's the only one that has a different backing. Everybody else has an English one.
One of the other ones still has a different backing. Whatever the other one is that you get, that they have Eevee Heroes. Whatever that one is.
Korean, maybe,
or simplified Chinese.
No, because this is simplified Chinese. Is it? Where to go? It just says I don't know if it has.
I forget which one it is.
Simplified Chinese. But my lowest grade this time, like, and I don't care if they get low grades or not, because a lot of these cards are just my personal collection anyways, and I just want to make sure they stay pretty. I got the Misty, came back as a 4.
Does it have like what's the back look, or is there like a crease or something in it somewhere?
I don't think so. I don't have my other camera on, otherwise I would show you. Like, I was expecting like maybe a 6 because there is a lot of whitening on the corners, but the front looks perfect.
Yeah, it could just be, there could be a crease that you don't see. I know that, so what do I have down here? I don't think I have any of the ones I sent off here, but I got the 2 big pickups I made when I went to, I got one of my Grail cards, well, halfway to my Grail card, because I want a first edition Shining Mewtwo.
Yeah.
But I got a CGC 8 unlimited Shining Mewtwo. And then I picked up that Eevee Munch Scream promo and a CGC 10.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I love those artworks. They're so
Base
nice.
Showcase says, I need to grab Power Rangers F1 and F3 cards. Look up the population reports for them on PSA. I might have 10s on both. I have no idea what those are.
I've never seen those.
Yeah. Ichiban Dan says, I'm so nervous, sent off my cards sent off one of my giveaways and my cards for Gonzo. The giveaway tracking number is working, not the cards I sent to Gonzo. Oh boy. Well, it might not be working yet because you just sent it off like an hour ago.
Oh yeah, it takes sometimes it takes like a day or two to so what happens is if it doesn't get scanned at the first location, when it gets checked in where it gets received, you'll get an update of where it was before that. Don't worry about that. That happens.
And you're using UPS, so that's definitely going to happen.
If you ever send anything to PSA also, and your tracking says it's there, and it's been delivered, and there's nothing on PSA,
it's in their PO box.
It can literally take like 5 days after it gets there before they update anything in the system. The same with Beckett. Beckett took a week and a half for me to get anything after it had arrived there. I was like, "What's going on?" This is my first time sending the Beckett when I sent the Rosa and the Sightseer there. So don't worry don't worry unless like if you have a 60-day turnaround time max, right? And you're at 60 days and your cards haven't even hit like grading or upgraded. It's just said your order has been received. Then you want to reach out to customer service and see what's going on. Because at that point, there might be an issue.
I normally reach out if things don't start moving within a certain amount of time, like for each phase with PSA, then I reach out. Like if it gets to, it's arrived and it hasn't done anything for 10 days, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Or if, if it's in the only one I don't do anything on is the grading phase.
Yeah, because that takes forever sometimes.
Especially with these bulk orders with PSA, it takes forever. Yeah.
It's hit or miss. Like I've sent stuff in on bulk, right? It says 30 to 60 days. I think it might be a little bit longer than that now because I think they started to see an influx of cards again.
I think it's at 65 still.
Yeah. So what was funny is the first one I sent in at the end of last year. I got it back in 28 days. So it was there, got graded, came right back. It came back super quick.
I think the fastest one of my bulk orders came in is like 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Beckett bottom end comes back a lot quicker just because their turnaround times are shorter, but you pay more. Yeah,
you definitely do pay more. Shiny Vert again from the Q&A side says, "Why is the biggest Raichu fan wearing a Gengar shirt? Shake my head. Fraud, fraud, fraud."
Is that the Santa Cruz shirt?
No, it's not. This is one I bought off Etsy.
Okay. It looked like the top of it looked like the one they came out with at the same day or whatever.
I want to get it, but they were all sold out of my size when I went to go pick up the skateboards. Gengar. Yeah, Gengar is in my top 10 for sure. I don't have any clean Raichu shirts at the moment. Plus, they make a lot more Gengar shirts than they do Raichu shirts. Fuckers. Holy moly, 28 days. That's insane, says Ghastly Grabs.
Yeah, that is a pretty quick turnaround time. I'm not gonna lie. Are you gonna open any 151?
If my pre-orders come in from Pokemon Center, then yeah.
I still can't believe I handed off product to Vert to open tonight.
Yeah.
And I haven't even opened any of it yet. I'm like,
oh, here you go, mister. Okay.
Well, your Uber, is he going live too?
Your Pokemon Uber was here.
No, I think he's gonna shoot like a video or film it.
Oh, gotcha.
There was just no point for me to buy it. Like they had other stuff, but there was no point for me to buy it if I'm gonna get it tomorrow at like noon. I'm like, why am I gonna pay? And they were charging like a little over retail.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's not worth it. I was like, I'd rather just wait. And if I have anything left over,
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Team Pocket, go to bed. You're sick. Go get some. Go drink some water. Change your socks.
Hey, buddy. I saw what that video is doing, Henry. Saw what that video is doing.
Fucking nuts. It's over 2,000 views now.
No, try over 20,000. I think. Right?
What the fuck? No.
Unless I read that incorrectly.
It's hard to say.
I'm pretty sure that one went wee
12,000. It's at 12,000 right now.
It was 10K that it hit, but still, I was like, that's awesome.
Still, yeah.
I'm telling you that video is going to keep climbing too.
You're gonna do 4 videos up: 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 12,000.
Yeah, that video is stupid good. The intro was so good in this one too.
Good. I'm glad I got him on the channel when I did, because now it's impossible. He's so booked.
Kentucky Fried Charizard in the house.
Woo! I like KFC. Yeah. Yo, Team Pocket, miss you, pal. Yeah, right under 13,000. But who's paying attention? Apparently everybody. We told you, man. All eyes are on you.
Man, I told him, I said, easy. Like when I say easy, easy. 10K by Christmas. Easy. Actually, I honestly think he can hit it by Thanksgiving.
He's at 2,000 now. Subs.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think by Thanksgiving he should be able to get there.
So I'm not gonna fucking drop names because I'm not that kind of person, and this guy didn't piss me off enough to do it. But this guy fucking DM'd me after I did the video of like the Santa Cruz and Henry sending me something to say thank you for letting me come on the channel. And he DM'd me on Instagram. He goes, I bet you're really fucking salty. He's over 1,000 subs and you're not. I'm like, why? Why would I be salty about that? Like, if anyone has watched my content, I'm happy. I am fucking ecstatic that he's even over 2,000 at this point. Like, how I am probably one of the most like don't get me wrong. I could be very confrontational, but for friends, why would I be upset about that? I'm so fucking happy for him. It's stupid how happy I am for fucking Team Pocket. For another grown man success, I shouldn't be that happy for
anybody. I mean, for anybody in our life,
anybody,
even if they're not in our group, it's like when you go look and you see the hard work paying off, it's like
hell yeah, because we know how hard this shit is. And
no kidding.
Fuck, man. I like if I'm jealous of anything, it's because his wiener's bigger than mine. I'm just assuming.
Why did you have to bring the Wiglet into this?
I got to bring the Wiglet into any free conversation I can. It's just who I am. It's a Navy thing. It's like, hey, look at that lady with big boobs. I bet she has a Wiglet, especially if you're in Thailand. Oh, did I tell you that? Okay, I think I told that story on one of my not safe for work streams. I got a story to tell you afterwards.
Oh no!
Thanks, Gasly. What did Gasly say? That is amazing, Team Pocket. Yeah, if you guys haven't already subscribed to Team Pocket, go subscribe to him now. Go subscribe to Chris Pye.
Run.
Subscribe to Gasly. Do I have any of my mods in the chat tonight? I think they all left me. Those motherfuckers.
What do you mean? Team Pocket's in the chat. He's a mod.
Is he?
You can't even see it.
No,
you don't even know who's a mod.
I have so many mods. I should take away some mods, to be honest. No, because I have my questions up, not the live chat. Like on the live chat that I could see on what we're using to go to record and go live and all that stuff. There's no blue names or wrenches.
Oh, why don't you just go to YouTube and pop out the chat? You can pop out the chat at the top right with the 3 little dots, and you can drag wherever you want it to be.
Because I'm using the studio side for it, so there's no pop out.
It's called a web browser. You just open one up.
Yeah, I want to open you up.
Bro, it was so funny. I was trying it's funny you're talking about web browser stuff. I was trying so hard to get a hold of Sean today when he was having trouble on his stream because he was dealing with the bot thing today that I had to deal with earlier this week.
The bot thing? On
Streamlabs, you know how we do giveaways like exclamation point 5K or Wiglet, whatever we're doing. So it's weird. So if you click dashboard on Streamlabs, it would bring you directly to your dashboard on your web browser. Yeah. But now it has its own, it's bringing you to like Bing or something else. So it changed the web browser it's defaulting to. So you click on open your dashboard and it makes you like log in and sign in on a completely different browser. So like I had to go in and make a bookmark of that specific like dashboard page in my web browser that I use, so that I just click that now to get into my bot system, because you can run the dashboard from your browser. You don't have to run it through Streamlabs itself, like the app.
I use the browser too, but I've never had that problem yet.
Yeah, it just changed. It like just changed this week, so it was the first time I had to deal with it on Tuesday, and I know what he was going through because his stream and like for him it was probably nuts because his streams they're up to like 500-600 deep now, easy. Mm-hmm. And that chat just flies. So
he was so riled up about it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, too, if you don't have a bot to handle all that stuff, it's so hard to do by yourself. He figured out a creative way that was pretty easy to fix it for him, just to pick winners. Yeah. But it was literally just a giveaway stream. It wasn't a break stream. It was a giveaway stream. So he's like, what the heck?
What the fuck?
Like, of all the times for this to happen, it happens now, really?
Yeah.
He was steamed. He was so steamed about it.
Yeah, then the Monday stream, he had an echo. And then even on Pat's stream when he had another one.
He's had that same problem every time that he's done something with Pat. He's had the same echo on his system, and I think it's the way his headset is connected. I think that's literally it. I think it's just this. I could be wrong, but
that's why I hate wireless ones, and I much prefer my wired. Like, yeah, it gets in the way sometimes, but it's not that big of a deal when I'm gonna throw my computer out the window. Speaking of that shit, when you first started, did you ever get so frustrated where like, if this doesn't work, I'm fucking just starting over. I'm gonna go be a homeless dude and be a beggar.
bro, so when I first started getting like doing more streams and like being like heavy about it, like whenever I started, it was Crown Zenith, right?
Yeah.
So have you ever seen what it looks like when you screen mirror from an iPhone like into Streamlabs?
No.
Okay, so you screen mirror and then it like has like a little thing and it says connect Elgato software virtual camera to your computer. Well, it's on, and then it shows me on my phone that it's broadcasting a picture, but on Streamlabs end, it doesn't. So I would go streams where it would work for like a half an hour and then it would stop. So I'd be like, what the hell? So I had a fail safe. So what I would have to do is I'd have to do like a screen mirror and then bring the actual screen that showed me my dashboard, the Elgato camera control on the computer itself, where I can see that it's working. It's just not transferring over. So I would do a screen capture, and then I'd have to have like all my chats, like, bro, when I say they were like this big, all my chats were like bunched up in like the top left, and I'm like, I felt like looking at like old stuff. I'm just like, but there was I've been frustrated with stuff not working before, but it's like it doesn't frustrate me enough as long as I can have a stream and people can still watch it. I mean, it stinks when you're like on the spot and it happens when you start and not beforehand. But I mean, most of those people are there just to be there for fun anyway. And I feel like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, like extra pressure on ourselves personally. Once we start that, like last night, I was having issues at the end of my stream. I think a couple of you were in there with like the PayPal. Someone was like, oh, just create a PayPal thing real quick and I could do it. And so I go to create a PayPal through my Shopify. And instead of creating a new one, it upgraded my personal account, which I did not want to happen.
Yeah.
And then I tried to create a secondary one. It was asking for my tax ID number. I put my tax ID. It wasn't reading it. I was like, this is so frustrating because our stream was over. We were doing a giveaway and M wanted to get some more Lorcana. So I was like, worst comes to worst. I mean, I think I even said like, if for some reason it doesn't work, I will just like DM you my actual PayPal and I'll open what you want. Or we can just open it up and you can tell me later. Like he's a regular customer. I'm not going to keep him from opening up stuff if he wants it.
Right.
I mean, I have a lot of good faith for people that are like, I know it's like not the best practice, like because the saying goes, they're always good until they're not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from the poker background that I'm from, that's literally what happens.
Oh, I know. I've done security for casinos for years. I know exactly what it's about. Yeah. From Bay Showcase, are you guys excited for the winning team red cards? I got a special challenge lined up for Pat once I receive mine. I didn't win, so no, I didn't care. I didn't care less about it.
You're dead to me.
I was blue team. I was blue team
too. No, I was blue team too.
Yeah,
it was funny that ended up.
I'm not excited. I have no reason to be excited about it. So nope.
I do need to figure out a way to get one of the cards though, because I want to complete that collection. So I probably have to trade for one, even though it'll be blasphemy.
My wife is excited about that stuff because she likes that stuff, like doing the scavenger. It's essentially a giant scavenger hunt. So Team Pocket was also Team Blue. Oh shit. So tomorrow I'm jumping on a call with Joey at like 5-6 o'clock tomorrow night, our time. So it'd be 8-9 o'clock your guys' time. I'm stealing Team Pocket's idea that he did for Card Party this year, but I'm doing it as an actual challenge. So whoever wins, and whoever loses is going to get a punishment. So I'm going to pitch that idea.
It's time for Hitler's punishment.
No.
You're schnerius.
So if Team Pocket wants in on this, we'll make it a 3-way. We'll make it a 4-way if you want in on it.
Oh boy.
You guys, the more the merrier.
Day.
Plus, I really want to do not an annual version of the taco pack battle that I did last year, where I donated money to charity for the winner. I want to do that again.
Yeah,
So
I got to
that-
find something to give away to this time around. I want to do something different. Pat's I got to give. So I'm currently trying to. Oh, dang it! My cat just literally brushed across my leg and scared the hell out of me. I didn't even know she was in the room. And
She took a shit on the floor.
Well, no, she ran across in front, and I didn't think she could get where my feet are, so it tripped me out. I was like, oh god, there's like a snake or a spider on my leg or something. I'm like, what the hell?
What the hell?
But I think I have a couple. What I'm going to start trying to do. So if any of you have the pieces for this, let me know. So I have the Japanese Southern Islands. I got a couple of them already. I got the Vile Plume and the Merrill. And then I'm going to try to get pieces of that to try to now fill up that binder that I gave him this last time.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, because it's the Southern Islands binder, but I figured the Japanese version, whether the cards are like, you can just get played versions because they're cheaper in Japanese, but they still look so good. You can get ones that the fronts look like perfect. The backs just have some scratches and dings in them. And you can get them, even the Mew, like the Mew that's the most expensive card in the set. I think in Japanese, if it's just back damage and not front, like it was like heavily played, you can get it for under like $30. They're so cheap.
Nice.
Yeah, if they're messed up, like on the backs, who cares? You're only gonna be looking at the front.
Have you had that issue that a lot of people have? Like even Vert had this issue where they're buying near mint cards from TCG Player and they're coming back just fucking wrecked.
Well, right. Well, do you know? All right, so
because I know it's just from like it's not from TCG Player's warehouse. It's
no. So this is the thing. All right, so if you go to TCG Player right now, I wonder if I can look this up. Hold on, let me see.
I got it.
So TCG Player, if you look up what is
what they consider near mint.
Yes. So you can actually send in a card that has a ton of whitening on it, like along the edges, as long as it's small. Like say you have like 5 spots of whitening, but they're so like small, right? Yeah. On the cards. That's still considered near mint on TCG Player. Like by their little chart thing that they have, it's crazy. Card condition. Go to TCG Player card condition standards, and it'll give you like a.
Was that all the way down at the bottom?
Just type it in your page, and it gives you like a little. It'll bring you to like an Adobe thing. So like if you go down, it gives you like this pop out here. I can send you the link. Hold on. I'll send it to you on Insta. This way you have it. But it's crazy because what they consider the grades, right? I just sent it to you. Yeah. So it's crazy, dude. I was like, wait, they consider that near mint, and then what they consider light play. If I'm literally looking at a card, like I consider that like moderate play. Like they give you like X amount of space. If you have like a scratch. Not like a scratch, like, but like just like a surface like scratch.
Yeah.
Right. So here, you'll see when you scroll down. It's crazy. So right here, so
imperfections, edge wear, scratch, scuffing, surface.
Yeah, but now if you go to the part where it says what is near mint, imperfection severity, right? So look, so near mint up to 3 points of imperfections allowed. So now go up a little bit, and then see. Slight is 1 point off. Minor is 2 points. So if you go up, you can actually have the card not be centered. Centering doesn't matter.
No. So their whole thing is just damage in general.
Right, but whitening counts. So you can actually have a near mint card with a minor scratch going across it and still be listed as near mint. But if you ever send that card in to get graded, it's never no way in hell getting a near mint grade.
Jeez.
Like it's like 7 at the best if it's got like more than one print line.
Yeah.
So it's like it's crazy. Like their standards are very weird. What's going on, Sven?
Yeah, Team Pocket says it probably the best out of a lot of it. The search function on that website is a disaster, but also one of the hardest things to program.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Hey Sven, how you doing?
If you guys ever like it's funny, me and Nate had this conversation right before the stream started. So if you guys are picking up the enchanted cards from Lorcana, I know a lot of people, like some sellers are pretty cool. Like if you like send back because the card wasn't light play or something, let me tell you something. The people that are selling the Lorcana cards are all flippers and all people that are trying to 3x and 10x their money. they're not going to return they're not going to take the card back. Message to get better pictures of a lot of stuff now before you get it. Like if the seller's not going to send you extra pictures, then it's not worth your time. That means you should.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's so bad right now. And the problem is once you get it and pay for it, like you see it, but there's only so much you can see from a picture. So as soon as that happens, and those people they're going to be like, no, you bought it. You knew it's still considered near mint, but who cares?
I got a card that I'm selling that can't be damaged anymore. It's the Japanese Erica.
That's so pretty.
So pretty. It's only a 9, but I'm still selling it.
Pocket Pax and his wife opened up one ETB right before I got here. They were talking about it. He said he opened it today. They opened the Erica SAR already. One ETB.
Of course. Of course it's Pockets.
So
he was he grew up down the street from me. I didn't know that until recently. Yeah, but now he moved. I don't remember where he lives now. But
he's in Pennsylvania somewhere now.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Now we know he lives nowhere near me. I'm trying to get him on the podcast too.
You're gonna have to go way earlier.
That's fine.
Or maybe do it on a Friday or a Saturday.
Well, speaking of Saturday, my next guest will be Control Alt Bob, and we're doing it on not this Saturday coming up, but the next Saturday, because he also
Bob's
works.
Awesome.
Yeah, Bob. I love Bob. So Bob came into the Not Safe for Work stream, like one of the only times I've seen him come into the chat, and I was like, oh well, fuck it. And he was like, oh, I'm just popping in, listening to some of the stories. I'm laughing. I'm going to bed. We're like, okay, have a good night. And we're still telling stories, and he's like, oh my God. And I was like, go to bed, old man. He was like, I will after this story. In the story I told, he was like, worth it.
That's funny.
No, I am not going to repeat it here on this one. If you guys want to hear it that bad, tune into the next Not Safe for Work one. I privatize those really quick because I don't want people to go back to rewatch them. So if you want those, you have to be in chat.
No incriminating evidence.
Yeah. Oh, if it's that bad, I just delete the whole thing. Pocket Packs definitely should come on the podcast as a guest. Yeah. Yo, Gonzo, when is the next event meetup? Want to hang out IRL again, buddy? I have no idea. I don't schedule those. There was supposed to be one next month, as far as I know, but it kind of fell through because the other people involved kind of stopped responding.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's all right thing. It's all right though. It wasn't like they stopped responding because someone got mad. It's just life got too hectic, so it wasn't like crazy. So the next meetup is probably Card Party. So buy your tickets now. Ooh, what are you gonna open?
The Temptation.
Do it.
I can't. This is a giveaway for tomorrow. I can't.
Not with that.
I literally
attitude.
can't.
Bet.
I can't. I have to. This is literally part of my giveaway tomorrow night.
The
for the
Pikachu's in
151
there
opening.
though.
I don't care if the Pikachu's in here. Then someone's gonna be happy that we open it for them tomorrow.
Do I have anything to open?
So we did a challenge with Surge. That was fun. So Surge hooked us all up and did this cool fun thing. So keep an eye out on Poker Surge's page for a video incoming. He did a challenge with all of us. It was a lot of fun. You guys will see a funny.
Oh, for Collecticon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
You guys better type Team Pie in the.
Who was the person telling all the Card Party information at Collecticon though? Who was the person telling everybody it was going to be in Orlando, Florida?
There was a Reddit post. Someone said they tracked down the carpet type. That's what I was told. Literally yesterday. This was yesterday though. So this was after the stream. Somebody was like, "Yeah, all over Reddit there was a hiccup." I was like, "What?" So I went back to try to find it, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, I don't know.
I automatically assumed the 3 places it would be. I honestly didn't think it was going to be on the West Coast again. I figured it was going to be Texas or East Coast. Orlando makes sense. The only reason why I instantly went Orlando is Disney to Disney.
Disney, yeah. That's the same thing I thought of. To me, Texas or Florida were my only guesses.
I feel the weather would have been better in Boston, but
no one cares about Boston.
I don't either. I'm a Yankees fan, but still, I feel like we're all gonna go down to the Devil's Taint and play basketball outside in June.
I thought you were gonna say in jeans. Fuck that.
No, in June. I'm just thinking about how warm it's. How friggin' much you're not gonna be able to breathe outside.
So humid.
But it's gonna be at least you have a breeze down there. But there's so much to do in Orlando, and also when he said resort space, I was like, it's gotta
Gotta
be
be
Florida.
Orlando. Yeah,
It's gotta be
there's
Florida.
no like we have resort spaces out here in San Diego, but the resort spaces out here, they're not. It won't be conducive for what Pat. No, I know what he would want. Well, what I think he would want for it.
I was hoping for a softball
team-
game.
Team Pocket wants to know questions for both of you and others in chat. How did you know it was time to start live streaming? I just did it.
I did it first before before content creation.
Yeah, it all depends on what you want to do. Definitely plan ahead. That's all I can do. If you want to live stream, if you get the urge to live stream, just live stream. But remember, you can't live stream the same day as you're thinking it, because they give you a 24-hour waiting period. I don't know why they do that.
What you mean?
You don't remember that when you first started to live stream on YouTube? You had, when you go into your settings and try to do all the live stream stuff, it says 24-hour wait time. Ichiban Dan found that out the hard way. He scheduled his live stream and it's like, oh, you have to wait 24 hours before you can live stream.
I never had that problem.
Yeah. For a first stream, you have to get permission from R&D Pokemoners.
Oh, for your first, just for your first?
Yeah.
I never scheduled it. I just went live. That's weird. Maybe it was just because of how long ago it was. It's funny. I started my YouTube channel. That's probably the other reason why. Like, I don't make that. My quality of content is very down here. But I think the other reason why it's been so hard for me to grow is fighting against not posting for so long. Because I started my channel in 2018, actually.
Ooh.
But I started as a video game channel. I started playing Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And a game on Xbox called Anthem when Anthem first came out.
I remember Anthem.
So yeah, the friggin' people that created that game shit the bed with that.
Yeah,
we were basically the game testers. Literally. People that were playing the game were the game testers. We reported all the bugs and it took forever to come out with updates. But that's how I started. Because I played competitive
no, not even close.
For a little while. And I was like, oh, screw it. I was like, I wanted to build a new computer. I was like, let's just stream it. And I started streaming. And then I got into Magic and started streaming ladder climbing on that. And that's actually how I got monetized, was Magic the Gathering, not even Pokemon. And then 2020 hit and Champions Path came out. And at the same time Champions Path came out, I went to a bunch of yard sales just to get random stuff that I needed, like desks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I started seeing Pokemon cards everywhere. And this is before the boom like crazy.
So before Logan Paul boom.
Yeah. So I bought, I'm not kidding. This dude was he had, the top sleeve 3-ring binder pages.
Yeah.
Right. The clear ones. So he had 100 of those pages in a Kroger bag, not even in a binder.
In a Kroger bag.
Dude, I can't even make this up. He brings it to me. We're sitting at Starbucks inside of Kroger so I can inspect everything. There's sawdust and motor oil in some of the pockets.
What the fuck?
Bro, there was a first edition Venusaur English in a pocket with so much oil that I couldn't even get it out. It was stuck. It was dead. There's no way to pull it out.
Did you find that guy?
Of the collection, so no, but I bought the collection for $30-$40, right?
Yeah.
Because there was just so much sawdust, I didn't know if it was salvageable. Took everything out, microfibered everything down, and I think the collection ended up being worth $2,000. I messaged this guy back and gave him $200. I gave him $200. I gave him 10% of what I sold it for because I was like, there was no way that I expected it to do that. If it was a $400 or $500 thing, I wouldn't have felt bad. But it was my first experience, really going and buying and selling something. So I was like, I need to give this guy something, because I could tell too, the way the guy walked in, that he wasn't having exactly an easy time. And the reason why he was selling it, because he was going through some stuff. So, but that was my first experience getting back into the hobby again and picking up stuff. But I was literally just doing it to try to make extra cash flow to help me with my home situation, because I just bought a home and I was going through some other stuff. So any bit of side income I can make, I was trying to make. I
am one of a handful of people in the community right now, especially with the community that we're a part of now. I never got out of Pokemon. A lot of people oh, I came back during the pandemic, or I came back here. This is the set I came back on. I never left it. So I still have a lot of the video games. I still have some collectibles. I'm sure a lot of people would that's why I have so much shit that people would probably spend good money on, just because it's old, but it's not worth anything.
I still watched all the shows. I just didn't play the
Mhm.
video game. After Yellow, I stopped playing the video game. I played Sun and Moon for like 10 minutes, and then literally like a life-changing event happened, like right
Yeah.
after I started. So I literally like put my Game Boy 3DS in a box and like set it. I still have it, but like I haven't touched it since then. And then Scarlet and Violet came out. That's when I started playing the games again. Trading cards, I stopped right before Gym Challenge, and that was it.
No, like don't get me wrong. There's still some times where like there's giant gaps between collecting, just because I was either a poor kid or a poor college student or deployed. Like, so there's gaps, but then there's also cards that like the Dialga, the silver Dialga that people want. I remember pulling that out of an ETB out of Phantom Forces. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I don't know what it. Yeah,
Phantom Forces. You bad influencers.
That's not my fault. That's your fault.
It's okay. We broke even at least.
That's honestly great, Gonzo. I stopped, but some of my closest friends didn't stop as well. And I'm not knocking on anybody. It's just I'm better than you, and I know it. Don't burn me out. I came back into Pokemon during the pandemic because I want the other collectibles during my hiatus. And yeah, I didn't want to. I played Magic for a little while.
The other difference too is like the difference for me is obviously like we have money.
Yeah,
money to spend.
I have adult money now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have more responsibilities now. It's like me with a house, but it's just like, and then obviously, so okay, you want to see something real crazy? I wonder if you can pull it up. Hold on a second. I could show you this.
I was about to say I can pull up anything you want, baby.
No comment. All right, let's see.
That was enough comment already.
All right. Let's see if I can find the headliner real quick and send you the link to pull it up.
I'm an adult with no adult money, says Bay Showcase. I mean, there's some adults that still use. That's why Card Party, I would recommend Card Party for everybody, but at the same time, it's not for everybody because it is on the expensive side.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to send you this link. So this is crazy. So I'm a poker dealer, right? I've dealt poker games. I've traveled for WSOP and stuff like that. So I started working at a charity poker room. This is the second one that I've worked at.
Did you send it to me on Discord or Instagram?
On Instagram. I just sent it.
Okay.
So I got a call last Monday.
What the fuck is this?
Just in a group chat that our room was shut down. Well, we were told that as dealers. So you can show it.
Oh, okay.
So this company that I worked for told all of us that they had a proper 501c3. We had a background check done and all this stuff. And then at the end of the year, we were going to get a 1099 on our tips, right? My business got shut down. They arrested everybody that was there when they were still open at 5 a.m. And if I almost took a shift that day, I legitimately would have went.
$50,000 in cash.
Well, yeah, because it's just like a poker room, right? So you go to the window, you buy in, you sit down and play and cash out. But with a 501c3, as long as X amount of money was going to the charity, it was supposed to be legal. So the whole thing blew up in their faces. The owners weren't doing the proper thing. They were taking more money. So the employees that were there paid the ultimate price.
Yeah.
But none of that'll stick. Any of them can get a lawyer and fight the thing.
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Well, they were told, and we were also told that we were going to get 1099s at the end of the year. Yeah. Okay, so that's I record all that stuff anyway. Yeah, and I record all that stuff anyway, just in case. Hey, you said I made more, and I definitely know I didn't.
Yeah.
But it was just I was just like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So I got a call that I was like, I no longer have a job. I was like, well, that's nice. So I mean, I could have been like,
hey, tip for toes for Chris, guys.
This is not my hand.
Bay Showcase says, need to sell my car and I can take about $3K of it. It's collateral just to use it for the event. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
definitely don't do that. Excited for Card Party, but so much money to get there and partake. Yeah, just for the flight alone, because I'm going with my wife and my son, we're looking at least $3K just for the flight.
I'm so happy I get to drive. It's only 6 hours.
But I got to drive. I had to drive last time, so I guess it's an even trade. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I told the other thing I said, so I still have to send them I have to send the two of them formal emails. I got to figure out how I'm gonna word this. So the first two people I want to challenge, you saw the video that I did last month, right?
The shooting one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send an email to Sean and I'm going to send an email to Ryan and be like, hey, I kind of want one of the two of you guys to be the first person to be in the challenge at the poker range. So I was like, I got to figure out how to word it. I'm like so nervous to send the messages. Just like, I don't want to word this the wrong way.
Oh, I send shit to Sean all the time. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. But like, I guess it is a little different because there's some people that like you get on that familiar level with where you kind of get more casual. Like I've been sending meme videos to Pat for like a month. and they're all, and it's funny because they're all like Filipino. So like, Filipino jokes because he is Filipino and my wife is. So I know some of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Pocket says we're definitely going to Disney World right after. We went to Disneyland right after Card Party 1.0. It's a ritual now. Bay Showcase Poker Range. Yeah. It's
so
going to. Yeah. If you guys saw his.
Video.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Let me see if I can pull it up for somebody.
So we did a video. So a friend of mine who's also a mod of my channel was like, hey, what if we do something? You've never done any kind of fight. You've never fired a gun before. I was like, no. So he goes, well, what if I take you out to an outdoor range and we...
That wasn't an outdoor range. That was someone's front yard.
It was a side. No. They
It was
literally
the side of their yard. Oh, I'm sorry.
They normally have the boxes set up, like the boxes with all the targets, but they didn't have anymore. So they were, because they hadn't done it in a while. So like that whole area is cut down. The reason why is because if you go further through their woods, there's like nothing but this giant embankment. So they're able to do it out there.
Okay, that's it.
But it's funny because all their neighbors also like shoot. So it was just, and everybody you hear talking the entire time was all their neighbors. They were all behind us, sitting down in the driveway, hanging out, drinking beer.
Yeah, I know. You could see it. It's there. That's what I'm saying. Like that wasn't a fucking range.
But it was just so funny. That experience was so fun too. And Jay, a lot of you actually know Jay. So Jay was one of the videographers that was there filming during Card Party, and he works remotely for Dan and them sometimes. And his main job is here. And Dan was like, you know, Jay's in Atlanta, right? I was like, huh? He goes, yeah, he works remote when we need him to work. So I got with him and he went with me when we shot the video that day. So
that's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
I accept your challenge after Sean and Ryan.
Come on.
But I don't want to say it's not
fight.
fair. Yeah. Well, you need to come to San Diego so you can pepper spray me.
Oh God, I forgot about that. I didn't even pay attention. Did it happen before the time limit?
No, I
didn't know if it happened before the time limit. I was gonna say.
No. If you want to make another challenge, you can, but I'm not paying for your ass to come out here to pepper spray.
How far is San Diego from Marina Del Rey?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
How far are you from LA?
Oh, depending on the time of day, 2 to 3 hours. Why, are you going to be in LA soon?
I can make a trip there. My sister still lives there, so I can like make a trip out of it.
Oh,
to go do something with her.
No one likes your sister though.
I forgot some of the creators got to meet my sister that night because we all went out to dinner.
Your sister was with you at Card Party?
Yeah, because she was coming to pick me up for the last day.
Oh,
when
okay.
it was time to leave the hotel, because it was like me, her, Nate, Marie, Diz, and like Pokin' Fun, Mike, and a handful of us Mimikyu Squad. We all went to the Mexican restaurant to eat and then walking back or whatever. It was so funny when we rolled in there. We filled up the whole restaurant. That was so crazy.
Jordan called me when he was walking over there. I don't even remember what we talked about. But yeah, I need to get him on a one-on-one too. There's so many people I need to get on as a one-on-one.
Yeah,
I should get a better laptop and bring it so I can do a in-person like group interview with people.
You could do that, like film it ahead of time too.
Yeah.
Instead of doing live, you can always film it and then premiere it.
I've done that.
That's what Radar does, I think.
Yeah, I did that in the beginning of this stuff, but it didn't feel as like personal because I like it when the chat gets involved with both of us. It just feels more fun and organic to me that way. Team Pocket says, "Isn't there an event in San Diego in October? You should head out there for that."
I'm going to be in Florida.
What the fuck's in October?
I'm going to be in Florida, so I can't. In Florida, I'm going to Vieira on the 14th through the 17th, I think,
Mhm.
for the U-Trip World Series for softball. Me and my team are going
Softball.
down there to play.
He's a softball player. You a pitcher?
Oh man, no, God no. You got to have like balls of steel to be a pitcher now in men's slow pitch. Have you seen the equipment and the way the ball comes off the bat now?
No.
Like people, all right. I'll put it. I'm trying to think of somebody who's not that big that plays that's like in our community. That's like a smaller, skinnier person. That's not like my size.
Some
But,
live
like-
streaming event. Oh, you're talking about the one that Jay and Joey might come down to San Diego like he did a couple months ago. If that's the event you're talking about, that's the one I'm saying like it might not happen anymore because there's no more. Yeah, so Jay's Corner TCG was going to come down in October to do another live stream event in a card store. But I don't want to say it's falling apart or it fell apart. It's just there's no one's communicating anymore, and I don't want to keep pushing it because I don't own the store and I'm not the one going to be live streaming. So I'm just like, I'm going to take a step back and let someone else handle it. But yeah, I would like to help them because we had a bunch of plans. So like, since it wasn't Halloween, to set up like a small haunted house and behind the store. And I would have loved to help out with that and do some other stuff. But it kind of fell through. No one's communicating anymore. So yeah. It did. And like I said, it's at no one's fault. It just got really busy for a lot of us. So it's nothing too crazy.
I want to try to set something up. So there's a store by me that's basically like, all right, the guy that owns this place, his name's Charles. He started it about 3 months ago now, I think. Friend of mine owns a booth in there as well, but basically they're trying to do what Frankensons does in California. And it's an indoor weekend, a weekend event is only open. This one's only open Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if Frankensons is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think. But
yeah, I think some Mondays depending on the holiday.
So I eventually now he's got enough vendors in there where his entire showroom floor is filled up now.
Yeah.
So I eventually want to try to do a thing where get a handful of creators and do a list of challenges, whoever can do get the most value out of this much money, right? Or all start with the exact same slab. Say we all start with a PSA 9 of the exact same card. Right?
That's funny that you bring that up because I tossed that idea to Joey, Ian, and Pat to be like, hey, let's all meet up for Frankensons. Let's all start out with either the same exact card, not do a trade up challenge, but see who could spend the least amount of money to get the best value. Only was starting with one card and $20 cash.
Yeah,
and then
tough.
It is tough
because a lot of booths now discourage the whole. They kind of shoot you down immediately with the trade up down. And what's funny, I think I only saw 2 people doing that at Collecticon, and I think it's because people understand they kind of crack down on it a little bit, but it was mainly only the young people that were doing it for the most part. I felt
it was
there
the kids
creators doing it, but I mean, there's only so much you can do. I mean, I can understand if a booth has the mentality, okay, we'll do it one time. Once that one time happens, put the sign out that says no trade up challenges or something like that.
Yeah.
To help somebody if they are doing it. But I understand because it's frustrating as a vendor. Here, would you like to lose money to help me with my video? It's
what do they get out of it? They don't get.
The only thing they get out of it is if they give that person a good deal and the name of their store and everything is in
up
it.
there.
It's only beneficial to them if the creator is somebody.
Yeah,
creator,
Super Duper Danny.
Yeah, well, or that. Yeah, but I mean, if the creator has 10 subscribers or something, it's not beneficial.
It's not
who knows? Maybe 10 years down the road it will be because that person could become somebody. But if somebody's not being seen, that's like you paying for advertise. That's like you paying for advertising for something in a bathroom that never would be used outside of a bathroom. It's
right.
It's it's that kind of deal. So I don't know.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I agree with you. They could be worth something. Yeah, down the line they could be, but at that moment for that shop could be a make it or break it kind of viewing thing. If Danny did it compared to me, there would be a lot more views and more eyes if Danny did it. So that would help them. Like, yeah, they'll get a couple views, but if they don't have in online shop either, there's no point.
No, I get that, and it's different wherever
I'm
you
not going to
go,
be
but-
mad if someone told me no, they're not going to trade for a video, but I'm also not going to do it though.
Yeah, true. And I mean, that's why like the different challenges are fun in different ways. Like the one we did for Surge, when you guys see, that was a good one. That was fun. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
I think I got the Ghastly probably. It's gonna be close. It's okay. It's probably a close tie between me and Ghastly, I think.
Spoiler alert, you fuck.
It doesn't matter. It's
gonna
for
watch the
everybody to
video
judge.
anyways.
It's for everybody to judge, though.
Oh,
it's a judgment thing. It's a
Okay.
judgment thing. But me personally, I think it would be me or her. So
Yeah,
it's definitely a fun video. So it's a fun challenge video. It's a good idea.
yeah. Hey Neo,
and-
how you doing? Sup, peeps? Yeah. Who else?
Is it Easter?
I say it all the time, and I know Diz does too. Yeah. How? I'm not gonna. So you said you were there for you were kind of there for the rattle confrontation.
No, we left right before it. We left right
Yeah.
before all that. And what was funny, this was the best part about this whole situation. Okay.
Yeah.
We're sitting back here at this big table opening cards for Ghastly's like Silver Tempest challenge.
Yeah.
Right in front of us, like they actually took 2 of our chairs from our table because we weren't using them, were Dr. Parapod and his crew, which, by the way, looked like a sweaty bum the entire day. Wears a dirty ass wife beater.
He was wearing a wife beater this time.
He was wearing a tank top. He was wearing a dirty ass tank top. He looked like sweatier than hell. His pants looked like they were falling off of him. I was like, bro, you like represent Collecticon and you walk
He
around
looks like a
looking like
fucking
this.
crackhead.
Like I was like, come on, man. I was like, I don't.
Have a good night, R&D.
Good night, R&D. Yeah. So like, I was just like, is this like really?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah,
And-
this is the guy that represents Collecticon.
But then so it's us, him right in front of us, and then right across from them was where Rattle was. So I'm thinking to myself when I saw him, I'm like, ooh, is he sitting over here to like shoot eyes at Rattle kind of deal? Because I don't know if those two have been in the same room or near each other before. I think that's the first event that Rattle's been to here in the States. So
Yeah, maybe.
So I was like, this is freaking weird. I was like, I didn't want to leave yet. I was like, ooh, this could get spicy.
This is gonna
Dude,
get good.
they were so close. I was like, they were 30 feet away from each other. Their tables were 30 feet away from each other.
Do you think he's going to show up at Card Party?
Mm,
It's a hard maybe because he's a clout chaser for sure.
yeah, I mean, the thing is like
But he didn't go to
Goat
the-
Breakers and his wife were there, right? Yeah, because I met them at Card Party. That's how I met them.
Yeah.
So I met him there. I met Caleb there. I met Shiv there. So, I mean, it's possible because they kind of roll in that circle
in
a
the
little
circle,
bit
Yeah.
because they all are people that are in.
They
like-
all go to Collecticon too.
Well, no, they're involved with Collecticon.
oh,
like-
are they?
Yeah. I didn't know this. I think Shivan's like in charge of like he's in charge of something with like the panels. I think. I didn't know that.
Panels were fucking awful at Long Beach.
So this one was good, but I don't know how it did.
Room? Did
No.
they have?
No,
Yeah,
it was,
what the fuck kind of panel gives them the stage where Smash Mouth fucking plays?
bro,
just-
it was so loud in
it
there
was so
too. I was
stupid.
like,
Smash Mouth was shit. Smash Mouth, like I'm not a
Didn't that
musician.
didn't
They
that guy
did
pass
really
away?
bad. Was it
The lead
Smash
singer
Mouth?
just passed away. Pretty
Who
sure.
the fuck am I thinking of then? Who the hell was at Long Beach? It wasn't.
I don't know, but hey, now you're an all-star. That song, that's Smash Mouth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that lead singer just passed away.
No. Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray was the one at Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were fucking god awful. Sugar Ray. Yeah, Sugar Ray was there. They were. I'm not a musician. I don't know anything about what it takes to be on stage for that, but it was trash. Like Ian, Big Ian, is a musician. He does play multiple instruments, and even he was like, "Yeah, no, it sounds bad because it's bad." I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one." Aloha, my friends. Hope everyone is having an awesome night. Hey, 5-0, how you doing, my friend?
What's up, buddy?
What's up? 5-0's fine. He's awesome. Yeah, he won 2 of my giveaways, I think, and he's always he has lucky stuff over here on the channel. Yeah, I didn't know that they have involvement or money at stake within.
Yeah, so Goat Breakers, I don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend. I remember, I forgot. I met them briefly. They were one of the first groups of people that I met when I was there, like with the dinner and stuff. And then I didn't know that they were the ones like in charge of like a bunch of stuff at Collecticon. I was like, huh? So I never knew. But that makes sense why, like, it does make sense though now why there is so much whatnotty feel to it.
Yeah.
Like that breaker feel, like at a lot of the booths. Like it literally feels that. And there were people doing that at their booths, like, oh, we're running this stream at blah 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 blah.
There's so many streams running at Collecticon.
So, dude, it was so funny. It's actually one of the ideas for a video I had. I gotta do it. It's gonna be like, so the video is gonna be like how every type of streamer reacts to pulls. And
did you see the
TikTok streamers? It's like, like stupid. It's like I can't.
Like, yeah.
Like you guys pull a 50-cent card, you go nuts.
Because that's what they have to do though. If they're breakers on Whatnot and Drip, they gotta hype it up for. Yeah,
I just can't. Just like
it's bad.
Like, and it's so funny because I met him once and he was a cool person. The guy, what's his channel name's Saying Rips, right? On TikTok. But my God, I cannot. If I was in that stream for more than like 5 minutes, I'd need 10 Advil. Like,
yeah,
I can't.
C Card Party 2023 alumni. Yeah, there's so many people on here that I was like, how do they even get on here? Because there are some people that I'm like, there's no way that like what? Like one person had like 100 subs. I'm like, how did they get on this list, but others didn't?
What do you mean the new? Is there something out for now?
No, for last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how they're going to do that this year because he said he was going to have something up for that soon.
Yeah,
to like be a feature creator and stuff like that. So like,
yeah, it kind of sounds like it's a application process. So I'm really excited for it. Even if I don't get on it, it's still be fun to see what I can do.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see a lot of these people again, like Powder. Who else do I want to see again? Robo Skills, I got along with pretty well. Shiny Vert. Of course.
Robo Skills was so much fun.
He was I feel kind of bad because so I was on a podcast team called the Cardboard Addicts, which I just recently left. And I don't have, well, up till recently, I didn't have a TikTok. So when Robo Skills did a TikTok about card art, and then he did like 3 or 4 videos about it, like because he accidentally he promoted a card art thinking it was real and it was fake. It was a fan art. So he made a video about it and he made multiple and I feel kind of bad because of how nice he is now, or not now, but how nice he was and everything. And I've even been on his Instagram channel where it's something very similar to this, where we just talk and hang out. But I shit on him hard for like 20 minutes on the podcast. I'm like, no, he's such a nice fella.
Yeah, dude, there were so many people too that I'd never met before. That was the other thing that made me so happy that I followed through with the idea that I had. Because getting everybody to sign the binder, like I only knew a handful of those people that I have watched them, not even knew them, just like watched them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So by the end of that trip, it's like I knew so many more people because of that. Like I would have never had an interaction with that person if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Radar. I would have never had spoken with Radar about anything if I didn't get him to sign the binder. And like me and him talked for like 20 minutes, like in between things that he was doing. He was talking about the podcast, and then he was restarting it and all that stuff. I thought that was so cool.
Team Pokemon, welcome in.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny how little things can make such a big difference with like your interaction with others. And if you don't do like a certain thing, it's like you would never have an interaction with this person.
Yes.
But like the Instagram people and the TikTok breakers, I didn't know who any of them were. So
and I still don't, except Robo.
So like Caleb, I didn't know who Caleb was until the trip. Caleb Swag, I didn't know him. I didn't know Pokemon. I didn't know.
She's on Instagram. Well, I don't know if
she was the one that was in charge of like the art gallery or something.
Yeah.
Who else? Tilly. Not Shiv. I talked to Shivam through like live chats before a long time ago, like when I first started, because I watched him and like someone called Yeezy Pokemon when they did like a podcast together.
Yeah,
like a podcast and coffee thing, and they just talked about Pokemon. So that was like one of the first podcasts I watched for Pokemon stuff. But like I met all of them and like saw how cool they were.
Yeah.
You know, everybody had like their own feel, but it was funny when you think about it.
Yeah,
because
Alex was there.
Anthony Rivera. All right, so I have a funny story about Alex. So
yeah,
I did not know that Alex did Pokemon stuff. I purchased Weiss cards from Alex like 5 years ago. He was the first person I ever purchased high-end Weiss signature cards from. I bought a couple from him, and then anytime I'd ask pricing, if I had trouble pricing something out, he was always the person I messaged to help me out. So I was like, bro, like, how weird is this that me and you like met all that time ago over something or talked over that and we've never met, and then like here we are. So that was cool meeting him and his like that little group that he was with.
Do you think Britt Day went as a mod or as an actual content creator?
I don't know, but she's got a hell of a following that I didn't know about.
Yeah, I didn't know either until recently, where I started following her on Instagram.
Yeah, she's super cool. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
but Axie was super cool. Like, yeah, like I didn't know. I mean, I'm sure she was there a lot as a mod, but
yeah,
she does a lot for content creation too. I'm sure she does a lot of she does like a lot of photography and Instagram, like I guess kind of stuff now.
Then we got.
So I don't know how all that works, but and then Fishy Block. It's funny. Fishy Blocks. I think it's like her roommate. The other person that's like down there, they work like hand in hand or something.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm Fishy Blocks, a huge Pokemon YouTube enthusiast. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone in the community and getting to know you all. Yeah, I think if you click on, if you click on their stuff, they take you.
Well, I can't click on it. You can click on it.
Yeah, I can. Bob, Danny, Dream was here earlier. Good old Juan. He's kind of upset he can't be a vendor at this one. Fofi.
Oh, because of how far it is.
Yeah. Gem Mint, Goat Breakers again. Full metal, dude. That dude.
Gavin is so cool, man. Gavin's such an awesome guy. He redesigned. He's the one that did our new logo. He's working on a backdrop and a playmat for me too.
Nice.
Super cool guy. If you guys want custom playmats, go see Gavin for custom playmats. Like
also, Steelix is the best Pokemon of all time.
I sent him a couple. Actually, you want to know something? I think he actually won a giveaway. He won our member giveaway like 2 streams ago, and it was it was a near mint ancient Mew that I had.
Dope.
Yeah, so I received it in another giveaway. So I was just
Jarvis Johnson, Jay.
I don't even know who that is. I saw a couple of these people. I don't know. Yeah, so like I didn't know Jarvis. I didn't even.
Yes, 2 million.
I didn't know John Parker until there. I didn't know Jay until there. Now, is this from last year?
Yeah, this is the alumni of 2023.
Oh, okay.
Kanto, yeah, there's a lot of these people that I was like, I have no idea who any of these people are.
I didn't know who Lucky Vault was.
Yeah.
Most of these people signed the binder.
There's 2 Lucky Vaults. Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, there is. They're right next to each other.
I guess they're a tandem unit.
No, they're not.
What's going on, Verse?
Oh, they take you straight to the same one. Hey, Verse, what's going on, man? Okay, J Love, Nut Shavin, of course, Pat, Diz, Snaps, Vault, Mike, and his Christmas tree. Is this Christmas tree still up? I haven't paid that close attention to his background.
It's a holiday tree.
It's a Christmas tree.
It's a holiday tree.
Dean, Mom, Radar, Rev.
Bro, all right. So hold on. So all right. So
who is
Pokemon Radar? All right. So Pokemon Radar, in the picture that's here. I don't know why, but I like.
He doesn't look anything like that.
No. I did not get what I like. It was funny because like I was like, is that? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's just so funny too because I think I've never seen him without a hat on.
Oh yeah, I could see that. I think that's why
I've literally never seen him without a hat. So it threw me off so bad when I saw his picture. I was like, is that the same person?
Yeah. Surge, Sun, Chloe, Powder. like a lot of these people I can't wait to meet up with again. Powder is probably going to be top 5 people I want to meet up with again.
Mustang,
Such a high energy personality, huh?
I think Mustang lives down close to me somewhat.
Mustang.
Someone said his name not too long ago. RBK Mustang Sally, bottom right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cool people, man. Definitely getting to meet a lot of creators was fun.
Yeah,
Jake Pokédex.
Yeah, he already said he bought his tickets too. I saw that in Jay's chat.
That's cool.
Ruxin, Shiny Vert, of course, Slowpoke. Yeah, like some of these like, and it was just so crazy that some of these people I'm like, what? They were there? Who are these people? TC Rockets.
I think I met TC Rockets, the one that runs the store, right?
No, he's not the store owner. He's Brad.
Right, he helps. But he's helped out Pat. I think in a
help.
handful of his videos,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I was gonna say I knew him from some of the challenge videos. The Pokemon Network, dude, that guy is a machine. Kenley Kenley is insane. Dude is a machine.
If you want some high-end cards and you got the money, this is who you want to go to.
He was one of the first people I talked to about a vintage box before I located one near me.
Yeah. And of course, Vision, Twice Baked Jake, Unlisted Leaf. Yeah. I can't next year. Hopefully Opossum's on this for next year.
I hope so too. He said he's gonna pretty much ask off time, like way in advance.
He said on Monday, because he was in the live reaction video on Monday in the chat. He said he already did, and if he needs to go AWOL, he'll go AWOL. Gonzo so sexy in person. Haro. It says E-Man. Oh haro. Do we have anything in the questions? We have one in the questions. But Team Pocket says, I'm guessing there's going to be a tiered feature creators next year. I think so too. They did say they want a lot more smaller people there. But EKE Elliott or EK Elliott, I don't know how you would like to pronounce your name because I don't know how to read. That's why I joined the military. Want to do an opening at Card Party Gen 2? I'm always down to do some kind of opening with you guys. Just please, if you guys do want to do openings, please wait until the cameras are down or off. I know they're always going to be on, but trust me, there will be time. Because that was one of the big things that happened a lot. Like you're opening a pack with somebody or doing something, and someone just walks up in the middle of the shot, and I'm not saying it ruins it, but there's going to be downtime where you guys can talk. Or with me, with Chris, with any of us. We're more than happy to talk to you guys. But please be respectful to the camera. It's kind of a shitty thing to say when you say it out loud, but a lot of us who are going to be there are content creators. We're there to make videos for you guys, and yeah, it really does sound shitty when you say it out loud, though. But yes, Elliot, I will be more than happy to open some packs with you. We still need to figure out how we want to do our conversation on Instagram. Where are you from TCG Verse? Where are you looking forward to the most at Card Party 2? What are you looking forward to the most at Card Party 2? You want to take this one?
I mean, honestly, like hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's so many things that we can do while we're there, but it's just like just being around everybody, dude. It's the energy is just like it's so hard to match. Like there's so many different people that like you get to talk to them in passing. You get to see them here and there. Maybe if you live semi closer, if you go on a trip and visit, like this weekend, I got to see like Surge and them. But it's just like when you get like a handful of those people in one spot,
and they just want to relax. Sometimes,
dude, it's not even just about relaxing because it's like
it really is like meeting up with old friends.
It's like everybody in a very similar mindset, like what we do for fun.
Yeah,
and it's so wild because everybody has like some kind of interest in what somebody else is doing. So it's like if somebody's doing something and the other people are just like sitting having a drink, like, oh, what's going on over here? What's going on?
Yeah, and then you have the hype squad behind it, and that's what's going on over here. What's going on? Yeah, there's always something going on. And that was the crazy part too. Like Joe, like we've all said it. It's literally just like you're meeting up with people you haven't seen in years, even though we talk to each other on a daily basis.
Yeah, especially people that like I'll have a conversation with about just like stuff. Like, what do they say after? Like new people that like in business or anybody you talk to, it's like after a couple weeks, you send a message Yeah, like you know how to like send a message, be like, hey, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to catch up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the 2-month rule or something like that. It's like
Yeah.
you always want to like try to like reach out in some kind of way, or just say, hey, hope you're doing well, or like hope any new business or whatever.
Yeah.
Just anything just to like stir up a conversation. I feel like I tried. It's so funny because I try to do that like weekly with a lot of people. So I'm just like,
yeah.
Because my energy level is just so much higher when I'm in contact with everybody. If I'm not in contact with anybody, I swear I have motivation problems. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
oh, we all do.
I'm not talking with everybody or anybody. Like, if I am not in contact with like anybody from our now much bigger circle, but a circle has no
circle.
No stops. But it's so crazy how the difference in my energy level is, or like my vibration, like when I don't keep in contact with any of those people. So it's like I constantly try to be like, all right, what's going on? It's like, so I pop into streams all the time.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like how many streams do you lurk a day?
At least one.
Yeah,
minimum.
I like there, and Joey's streaming right now. Like we're.
Oh yeah, so, as soon as this is done, while I'm packing orders and finishing packing orders from last night, like I'll lurk in his stream.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like that's another thing that a lot of the YouTubers, like, not even like the small, like I know I'm small, but like small guys like me and other small people were like, well, I don't want to go live when someone else is live. Then you're never going to go live because somebody's always live. Because
just ignore me.
Just ignore you.
You see nothing.
Yeah, Steven Collects is live. Jay's live. Like a couple other people are live right now. So if you're gonna go live, just go live. Don't try to schedule it around other people.
Correct.
Yeah, you got Simba.
Come out.
I don't know why that threw me off so much.
What? I did Abu?
Probably because it was so accurate sounding. Is that Max?
Captain Befuddle. I'm like,
some of these characters are like
Ariel. Bit.
What's wrong with Ariel?
The rares are so bad. Terrible rares. And a bad foil. Boo.
Boo.
I have bad luck whenever I try to open streams with you guys. I lose more. I either keep opening until I break even, or I lose a lot of money.
I'm not going to stop you. TCG first says, as much as I want to, I don't think I'm going to buy VIP pass since there's a lot of things that I need money for. Otherwise, I'll find it. Yeah. The VIP pass is not cheap. E-Man says, I'm looking forward to hanging out like Chris said, and meeting up with everyone again. Meeting up with those that maybe couldn't make it last year. Yeah, that's also something we like. There's a lot of people like, oh, it's too far for me. Couldn't make it. Now we're going to them to be like, haha, what's your excuse now, bitch? But yeah, there's a lot of people I want to meet up with. Team Pokemon says Gen 1 lobby pack battles day 2 at night was crazy. Yeah, night.
Bro, we started before the event even started. Before the event even started, we were all doing all that. It's so crazy.
Gen 2 Donald Duck off. I'm assuming Team Pokemon can also do the Donald Duck voice. I hope OTP is at Card Party and not just on Rick's tablet. Yeah. Pull the Elsa.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah. Where OTP's like, I know he's kind of close to you, isn't he? Like just one state up.
Yeah, but they live like far over.
Yeah.
So does Smokey Pokey. So that was the first time I got to meet them this weekend too. So I had never met them until this weekend. So that was a lot of fun.
There was a Gen 1 pack battle. He's talking about Generation 1 Card Party, not Gen 1 Wizards of the Coast pack battle. And if it was on stage, and we all saw how that went. That Charizard was fucking nuts.
These are the two cards that literally trolled me all stream yesterday.
Good.
The legendaries that I don't want. Foil Legendary Beast and a Legendary Ursula.
Good. That's all we want from you.
Good Lord. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so before we end off this stream, is there anything you would like to share to the people? Anything coming up that you have on your channel, TikTok, Instagram, anything you want to promote?
Well, tomorrow, Pokemon 151. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
Pokemon 151. If you guys haven't grabbed packs yet, grab packs because you'll be entered for a chance to win the Generations pack. This will be given away. It's not a chance to win. Somebody will win this.
Someone's going to win it.
Somebody is walking away with this.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to be giving away a PSA 10 Electabuzz from WB.
Ooh, I have the whole set with all 9s.
So even if you don't purchase, you guys can win spots on the wheel through the chat. We give away wheel spots. And then I am going to be doing a gym challenge first edition box break. Whenever we sell all the packs. So
how many more spots do you have left?
We've only sold 2 packs. but it's not a cheap break, and I understand.
No, it's not.
But once it fills,
one pack is VIP price.
Oh,
Team Pokemon, did you hear that? Because I know how much you like vintage cards. He's doing gym challenges box break.
So that's gonna be fun. But yeah. So outside of that, nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Spicy.
Just our normal Tuesday night streams. We're still doing our. We'll be doing 151 and Lorcana on Tuesday because I still have more Lorcana and I'll have way more 151. But the big 151 stream is tomorrow. So
yes,
tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
I don't know what I'm. This is what I'm looking for.
What are you doing there, buddy?
I'm going to promote at my next giveaway at 900 subs because you guys know I do giveaways for subscriber goals.
Milestones.
Sword Shield UPC at 900.
Nice. Oh, yes. You just reminded me too. After you're done, I'll say one more thing.
Oh, go ahead. Say that one more thing.
So when we hit 5K, I will be getting pied in the face. I will be giving away this.
My favorite kind of cream.
Oh boy. I'll be giving away this tournament deck from Worlds. So this we'll be giving away a Mew premium collection and the pie in the face. And we'll probably be doing some other crazy stuff too. So
of course.
The usual shenanigans, but it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to a lot of I want to see how crazy things unfold from now until June. Like
yes,
I wanted to make like a time capsule video almost. Like this is today. Like this is where I anticipate to be by card party and would have to accomplished. Yeah. So
I'm just hoping to be at 1,000 subs by card party.
Oh, you will be. Stop.
You'll be at
1,000. You'll be at 1,000 subs before Thanksgiving.
Bet. I'll take that bet.
Why would you bet against yourself? That's
because I'm an idiot.
That's terrible.
I'm not a smart person.
I'm not letting you bet against yourself. I'm gonna take that bet because I don't want you to bet against yourself.
So don't forget, guys, 900 subs. I will be giving away a Sword and Shield base UPC. At 1,000 subs, I'll be giving away a Charizard UPC. Of course, there'll be small giveaways in between both of those. My next guest will be Control Alt Bob, but it is not going to be Monday, due to his work schedule. It is going to be on the Saturday, the 30th at 4 p.m. So a different time slot and a different day. From there, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to get into it. A lot of moving parts are going to be happening until card party happens. So, guys, please don't forget to go subscribe to my good friend Chris Pye TCG. Let's see what you got because I'm
just putting cards in front of my face. No, I pulled a $60 legendary, so that was good.
Yeah. Bob is super nice. Yeah, Bob is stupid nice. Cause I blame the Canadian blood in him.
Nala wants to say goodbye. She ran in here. She literally came in here yelling at me. Come on. Yeah,
I can hear her yelling.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna throw my back out, picking you up. Say goodnight.
I threw my back out at the wedding over the weekend.
Say goodnight.
Yeah. Please, guys, go sub to Team Pocket, sub to Team Pokemon, Ghastly Grabs, E-Man Collects, TCG Verse. Who else did we see in here? Go subscribe to everybody, guys. Show some love. Let's get everyone up there. Let's go have some fun at Card Party. Don't forget to collect how you want to collect.
That's right. That's right.